make it look easy. Ingenious supplies.
What's up, Spikes? We are back today with round 2 of our Final Fantasy Tournament of Champions to crown the finalist of fantasies. End all debates, the greatest game will be decided here on this channel, so stay tuned. If you don't know what we're doing, go back and watch game 1. But basically, we've brewed a deck for each of the Final Fantasy games with their new Final Fantasy set. We're playing them through in game order 1 through 4, 5 through 8, 9 through etc. I forgot. You got there. Before we get started, though, I'd like to thank our sponsors. Gamegenic, as always, sponsoring us. Fabulous stuff. Deck boxes, sleeves for your cards, cards for your deck boxes, decks for your card boxes, playmats, and if you want to get Spike Feeders cards for your deck boxes, we have our lovely line of merchandise that hopefully will be available when these come out. Should be. Head down to spikefeeders.com/shop to get your hand on our sleeves, our playmats, and our brand new Spiky deck box. Mm-hmm. In addition, Burrito Splendido, always feeding the Spikes. So much to talk about. Guac, burritos, variants of burritos, quesadillas, all sorts of stuff. If you're in Manitoba or the Winnipeg area, go check them out. 5 locations. Weep. Phil's going to put them up. And then we're going to do woo. That wasn't even rehearsed.
Burritos and burrito accessories.
Exactly. So I run the die roll, and today I am playing, I don't know if it's arguably the biggest bad of Final Fantasy, but I'm playing Sephiroth, Fabled Soldier. It is a mono-black Aristocrats deck, because Sephiroth, when enough people have lost life on my turn, he flips into his one-winged angel form. And I mean, I have to explain that to you. Everybody who's played the game knows. And yeah, so I plan to Aristocrats drain Blood Artist people to death, as he does in the game. That's what he does, right?
That's what he does.
Let me know in the comments.
Stabs him with a big blade.
But very
Exactly what I explained. Yeah, death by a million centimeters
A
of
million
blade.
cuts of one blade. Hi everybody, I'm Madison. I am playing fan favorite Kefka Court Mage. This is a bit of a slower deck. It's going to try to win with combat damage. We're going to be discarding cards. I'm going to be milling my opponents a little bit. And hopefully I'm going to have a lot of card advantage from making you guys not have your hands. And as Kefka does, yeah, he's going to have some nasty surprises in store for you, such as actually losing your hands. Very good.
That's tough.
Yeah.
Hello. I'm Bill from the Spike Feeders. I'll wave with these hands while I still have them. And I'm representing Final Fantasy VIII today with Squall, Seed Mercenary. This is a type of strategy that is actually very near and dear to my heart. One of the first decks I ever made was an Exalted deck. Just a 60 card whatever, play Aven Squire and just attack people. This is essentially that strategy. Squall allows you to give double strike to a creature when it attacks alone. Squall himself actually allows you to Sun Titan on hit as well to return something that costs 3 or less back to your from your graveyard to play. So I'm going to hope to just have a bunch of equipments and auras that buff up creatures and then attack one person with them, and that person will die so many times over.
Madison.
What are you pointing at Madison for?
She's going to take her hands.
That's fair. I can't tap my cards without my hands.
Not yet.
Yeah. Hi guys, I'm the editor Phil. I'm representing Final Fantasy V today, and similar to my appearance here, because I'm not normally here, Gilgamesh is also not supposed to be in a lot of games, but as the only multiversal character in all of Final Fantasy, like me, that's what I'll be representing today. I'm trying to complete my Genji set, I think they've only put one of those pieces in the game so far, but we're going to get a lot of equipment, attack, and then starting turn 6, I'm slaying. So...
How many hands does Gilgamesh have?
More than 2. So that's the upper hand I have on these.
I'm coming for all his hands.
Yeah. 2 is the perfect amount of hands to crack into the brand new Gamegenic Game Castle. Since I run the die roll, I'm going to go first and draw this card. Ooh, it's a swamp. I'm going to play this swamp. Multi-format all-star, Nested Shambler.
I'm already in shambles. Draw a card.
No way.
It's here to protect my hands.
It is a luxury suite, and I will pass.
I'll draw. I'm gonna play. This is a banger. I'm gonna play Cathedral of War.
Oh, this card's good in this.
So yeah, this is a land, colorless land that enters tapped, and it has exalted. We're starting off early. Yes.
All right, let's draw. I got a perfect mana base. I'm gonna cast my first equipment in the form of Shadow Spear. Pay no heed to that one. But in case you have anything with hexproof, I got you, buddy. Your turn.
All right, well, I'm going to untap. This is another land. Did I do it? Nope, it's not another land. But it's fine. I already had one. So then I'd like to cast a Jet Medallion. Just going to discount all my black spells. Not playing a lot of them. I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to attack Madison because she threatened my fingers. For one.
In your hands, actually.
My hand, I can't have fingers without hands. I can have hands without fingers, but not fingers without hands. Every finger is a finger, not every thumb is a thumb. Go ahead.
I feel like I just lost some brains. Draw a card. Play Sulfurous Springs, and I'm going to play a little baby Tiny Bones.
Oh, he's the
Beginning of
tiniest.
each end step, if an opponent discarded a card this turn, I draw a card and lose a life.
Does that synergize with your commander?
It might.
I think
Dang.
it does. Draw.
Do you think because he has tiny bones, he also has tiny hands?
Yes.
Yes, it'd be weird if he didn't.
Big floppy hands.
I'm gonna play with plans. And I'm gonna pass.
I'm gonna draw with my big floppy hands. Play a mountain, cast a Mind Stone, John. It's your turn.
Can't believe this is the bit that we landed on.
All right, let's draw. Oh my god. All right, Swamp. We're getting there. Perfect mana base.
Every time.
Yeah, every single time. I would like to pay 1 because Jet Medallion and cast a Marionette Apprentice. So when Marionette Apprentice enters, I'm going to fabricate 1. So instead, I'm not going to put a counter, but I will make a little tiny servo. Look at him, so tiny. I'm going to pay 2, and I'm going to cast Sephiroth, Fabled Soldier. The servo is an affront to everything he stands for, so I'm going to sacrifice the servo. So whenever he enters or attacks, I may sacrifice another creature. If I do, draw a card.
Cool.
Draw a card.
Yep.
Whenever another creature dies, target opponent loses 1 life and I gain 1 life. This is the 4th time this ability is resolved this turn. Transform Sephiroth. I'm going to pick Bill. And then whenever another creature or artifact I control is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, each opponent loses 1
My
life.
God, it's beginning.
And because I'm a fan of symmetry in my opponents, Phil, I would like to attack you for 1.
Take it with my face.
So everyone's at 38 and I am at 41.
Yes.
And all is right with the world.
Cool.
Go ahead.
Debatable.
Untap. Draw a card. I'm going to play an island as my land for the turn. And I'm going to cast Waste Not. Whenever an opponent discards a card, I make a 2/2 black zombie. Whenever an opponent discards a card, I add 2 black to my mana pool. And whenever an opponent discards a non-creature, non-land, I draw a card.
I played this in Pioneer.
It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I'm just going to pass.
Okay. Draw. I'm going to play a Swamp. And, you know what? I'm going to run out this Caduceus, Staff of Hermes.
Oh, this card is so good.
This card's really good. Equipped creature has lifelink as long as I have 30 or more life. Equipped creature gets +5/+5, has indestructible, and prevents all damage that would be dealt to it. So I will pass.
I want that.
No, it's mine.
Is it any equipment? Okay, draw for the turn. I got to land. I'm just going to continue my old ramping ways. So I got a Felwar Stone, and watch out. This Gilgamesh might be coming into play soon. But I got a Haunted Cloak. This does give haste. This is actually pretty dirty. All right, pass the turn.
All right. It's on tap. What can we do? All right. Well, let's start. I'm just going to keep casting creatures into whatever board wipes exist in this format. Sanguire Autocrat.
That's a nice
When it enters battlefield, I'm going to make 3/0/1 serfs.
Surf's up,
1,
baby.
2, 3. When it leaves play, it says bury. I'm assuming it's destroy or sacrifice, but they die. They're all going to die.
They die.
It can't be regenerated.
They can't be regenerated. All right, I'm going to go to combat. I'm going to attack Bill with Sephiroth because I'm scared of this stupid staff. I'm going to attack Phil with the Marionette. Yeah, Marionette Apprentice. And then I'm going to trigger Sephiroth. Now, you may think if I sacrifice my Autocrat, I'll have 4 creatures die, which will flip Sephiroth. But the actual rules text on Sanguire Autocrat is if it dies, exile all serfs. So I'm not going to just like 5 for 1 myself. But I will get rid of this nested shambler.
Yes,
So
sure.
it's going to die. It'll trigger Sephiroth. So I'm going to draw a card. I didn't attack Madison, so Madison gets to lose a life. And then everyone's going to lose a life. And then I'm going to make a 1/1 green squirrel token. So I'll make my squirrel, and then we are into combat. So I believe Bill is being attacked for 3. With the marionette apprentice trigger, he's going to lose 4. Phil's getting attacked for 1 by the apprentice, is going to lose 1 from the trigger.
Yep.
Okay.
Hey.
We
Trying
did
to
it.
keep it clean so that nobody gets mad at us.
Yeah.
And I will gain a life. Go to 42. I will pass the turn.
Okay, untap. This game's going quick,
Yep.
but not for me. But not for me. I'm going to play a swamp. I'm going to cast Fell Spectre. When Fell Spectre enters the battlefield, target Jan discards a card.
It has my name on it?
It does.
It does. They printed it that way.
Yeah,
It has other text too, doesn't it?
Yeah, so whenever
Does.
an opponent discards a card, that player loses 2 life, and then I've got a few other things.
Yeah. I will discard what's probably the worst card in my hand, which is this Soul Dev Adnate.
We don't
I'm
want
gonna
to
go
fact
down
check
to
that
40.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You discarded a creature, so I'm going to
Yeah.
make a 2/2 black zombie. Okay, so the Waste Not is going to make a 2/2 zombie, and then at the beginning of each end step, if an opponent discarded a card, I will draw a card and lose a life. So I will go to my end step,
Yeah.
draw a card, and go to 35.
Not bad.
All right. That's it? All right. Untap. I'm going to tap
He's a bit of a
4,
thief.
and I'm going to play Squall, Seed Mercenary. So 3/4. Whenever a creature I control attacks alone, it gets double strike. Whenever this deals combat damage to a player, I return target permanent card with mana value 3 or less from my graveyard to the battlefield. And that's it. That's all I'm going to do.
That's all right. Well, okay, I did. So Aaron told me this deck is like kind of it's pretty simple. You get to 6 mana, and you cast Gilgamesh. That's it, and you cross fingers. So here we go. I got my 4th land. So I'm gonna play 6. I'm doing a pretty good job here. I'd like to cast a Gilgamesh Master at Arms. Okay, so Gilgamesh. Whenever Gilgamesh enters or attacks, look at the top 6 cards of my library. I can put any number of equipment revealed from among them onto the battlefield. Whenever you put 1 or more equipment onto the battlefield this way, you may attach one of them to a samurai I control. Any effects to Gilgamesh, Master at Arms?
Nope.
0.
All right, okay, we'll do this. Do I reveal? I do, right? Or do I? Oh, I look at.
Yeah.
Well, I'm revealing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. Well, yeah, I know Everflame, right? Does that work? Right? This will be an equipment.
It could be.
Yeah. Well, okay, I actually got a couple good ones here. So I got Samurai's Katana, which is a new one. I'll read that in a second, and a Rabbit. Rabbit Battery is an old one. It just gives it's one of these equipment rabbits with reconfigure that gives haste. Pretty important. Samurai's Katanas. 2 and a red, job select, so it comes into play with a 1/1. Equipped creature gets +2/+2, has trample and haste, and it's a samurai in addition to its other types. Any effects to these things happening?
Nope.
All right, we're out of the character creation screen here, so I get the hero token with the Samurai's Katana. Gilgamesh gets to equip something. I pick Samurai's Katana because it's going to give haste. Any effects? No. Okay, I still have a hero, but he's classless now. I would like to try to go to combat. Any effects before Gilgamesh attacks again? This is actually an insane return.
What is the, how much is he attacking for?
Currently 8. It'll be 8 with trample. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
Wow.
Yeah, okay.
And as a samurai. in
Yeah,
addition.
it's not gonna. Yeah, if it's not threatening to delete me from the game.
No. I don't think that it's doing that at all. Okay, Jan, I am going to attack you once, just because you're like kind of popping off like crazy here. But I am going to declare an attack with Gilgamesh.
That's fine.
You got a lot of
I got a
guys.
trigger.
Yes,
it's
you
on
get to do
attacks
it
as
again.
well. Yeah, so we're going to reveal
Which is nuts.
because I like to reveal because it's funner. It's more enjoyable. Bronze plate board.
Whoa, Blast was that.
So you're not supposed. You can look, but for the people, right? I'm a people person. So I get a couple here. I get a swift foot boots and I get a bronze plate board. That's a nice one. These guys go to the bottom. I get to equip another piece of equipment, and I pick the swiftfoot boots. Any effects to that? Yeah. All right.
So it's still just 8.
It's still just 8.
I will take the 8.
All right.
That's
32.
32 with 8
That was
G's.
a really good turn 4. I'm not gonna lie. All right.
Forward, right? Yeah.
There's a lot on turn 4 right now.
But I thought Jan had a lot of stuff, but like my board has blown up.
Oh, I'm doing a lot. All right, my turn. All right, I'm going to untap. Draw this card. Well, I'm going to put my serfs to work, as it were. I'm going to pay 1, and I'm going to cast Plumb the Forbidden. As an additional cost, play this spell. I may sacrifice 1 or more creatures. When I do, copy the spell for each creature you sacrifice this way, and then I draw a card and lose 1 life. So I'm going to get rid of the 3 serfs
Wow.
and the squirrel.
Okay.
Because that is going to flip Sephiroth.
Yep.
So I'm going to do 1 to each and an additional to Phil.
Sure.
Because he attacked me with his Gilgamesh.
So we take Maddie and I take 4. Phil takes 5.
No, so it's going to be 4 from the marionette.
Yes.
And then 1, so 5, 5, 6.
Oh, okay.
So before I draw my cards and lose my life, I will flip Sephiroth. So Sephiroth will transform into Sephiroth, 1-winged angel. It's 5/5 with flying. And as this creature transforms into Sephiroth, 1-winged angel, I get an emblem with whenever a creature dies, target opponent loses 1 life and I gain 1 life.
Supernova. He blows up the planet. He blows up the solar system.
And then whenever Sephiroth attacks, I may sacrifice any number of other creatures if I do draw that many cards.
Oh my god.
So I have 4 copies of Plumb the Forbidden on the stack.
Yes.
Yep.
I'll draw 4.
Happening.
It's actually 5 total because it copies it. So I will go to 31 and draw an extra card.
Pay 2, draw 5 is pretty good.
Yeah.
I'll play Swamp. I do lands. Hooray!
Yeah.
Frick.
Frick, I know. Well, I'm going to move to combat. The only thing that can really attack profitably is the boy.
I regret attacking Joe.
Yeah, I'm going to attack.
Flyers.
I've been wronged.
I'm in job select here.
Yeah.
You got a trigger there, Jan.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
I do have
with
a trigger. I'm not going to sacrifice anything off of this.
All right.
I have tons of cards in my hand. Yeah, so it's just 5.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been slapped around with your 1 wing.
Then, in my second main phase, I'd like to tap a swamp to cast Malakir Rebirth. So choose target creature, I lose 2 life. Till end of turn, that creature gains when this creature dies, turn to the battlefield tapped under its owner's control. So
You're targeting Sephiroth.
targeting Sephiroth.
Okay.
I'll go to 29. It's fine. I'm not victimless in this crime. I think that's how that goes.
Yeah, man.
And then to continue finishing my turn, I'd like to pay 2. This Jet Medallion is putting so much work. I'm going to cast a Fleshbag Marauder.
Oh my god.
Oh.
No.
So when it ETBs, each player is going to sacrifice a creature.
Yeah.
That's really rough. Okay.
Zombie.
I'd like to pick Sephiroth.
Yeah.
Job select token down.
Okay. So I have 3 1-winged angel triggers. Let's put them at... I'm going to put them at Madison because I want to be the villain. And then I had a creature that I died, so everyone's going to lose a life.
Yep.
Sorry, Bill.
And then Sephiroth's going to come back in, tapped though.
Oh, you got a trigger.
Yeah, I don't...
You did this to yourself.
I know I did, and I'm not going to do anything with it. And with that very modest turn 5, I would like to pass the turn.
Well, I would like to go to my super modest turn 5. Draw a card. Play a mountain and cast Kefka.
Oh.
Whenever Kefka enters or attacks, each player discards a card. Then I draw a card for each card type among cards discarded this way.
I have nominated this card in my hand to be
I
discarded.
nominate this one.
I nominate this one.
All right.
Okay, we've all revealed.
So, yeah.
Creature, land.
Braids, Original Nightmare.
All right.
So,
So
you're going to get 2...
I'm going to draw 2 cards.
It's pretty good.
And I have many
each
other
card type,
things.
yeah.
So whenever an opponent discards a card, that player loses 2.
Frick.
26, 22. And then when you guys discard your creatures, I'm going to make 2/2 zombies.
Yes.
So we had
It's a good turn.
2 creatures.
2 creatures.
Yeah.
And then also black.
I'm going to make 4 black.
No, it's just opponent.
All right. So I'm going to get 2/2 zombies, and I'm also going to get 2 black mana.
You're welcome.
And I'm going to spend that 2 black mana to cast an arcane signet.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's just value. That's
it's
a
really
free
good,
arcane
really
signet.
good.
That's a freeb.
Free. Don't even need floppy hands to play that.
Right? I could probably attack Bill here. But I'm not going to. I'm going to hold back. I am a kind
Just a student.
clown.
How's he going to learn, Phil? How's he going to learn?
Are you ready for your exam? All right, I'm going to go to my end step. So an opponent discarded a card this turn, so I will draw a card, lose a life.
Okay. Planes. Nope.
Oh, frick.
That's okay. I'll tap 2 for this Talisman of Hierarchy, and then tap these 2 for 2 colorless to cast Swiftfoot Boots.
Cool.
And that's it for me.
All right. Right, draw for the turn, Mr. Gilgamesh. Don't really know what to do, I'm not going to lie to you. So we're going to start the turn off by trying to go to combat. Any effects to me going to combat?
Not from me.
Nope. You got it, Phil.
I'd like to attack Jan.
I believe you have a trigger.
I do have a trigger. Any
boy.
effects to trigger?
No, you got it.
All right, same thing.
6 of them.
Yeah, I'm not revealing.
Oh, I might have effects.
Well,
Not to the trigger. You got it.
Yeah.
Have fun.
This is a reflexive trigger, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It's
normally you don't
all-
reveal it again.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'd like to put these into play.
That's pretty good.
Okay, so these are the 3 that I just revealed off of Gilgamesh. So what's cool about this is Hammer of Nazan actually equips all of these. So I guess I'm going to choose to equip Hammer of Nazan with Gilgamesh's ability. And then I have the Hammer of Nazan triggers because they all came in at the same time, and they're also going to go on the stack. So I guess those are separate. So this comes on first, and then these 2 are going to get equipped to Gilgamesh.
Yes.
Yep.
Sick.
God.
I got hands for all these.
Yeah.
Jan, any effects to me trying to ruin your life?
I mean, I would play up to the camera and ask how big it is, but it doesn't matter.
I know.
Because it's going to kill me. And Bill's actually saved the table. I would like to cast Flare of Malice, sacrificing this Fleshbag Marauder.
Yeah.
Trigger Sephiroth. Let's target Madison because I'm the bad guy still.
Yeah.
So, so everyone will lose 1 from the marionette, and then you'll lose 2 total.
23, 25 for me.
You gain 1, right?
For
Jan?
Phil, 31 for Jan.
Yeah.
Goodbye, Gilgamesh.
So what it says is each opponent sacrifices a creature or planeswalker with the greatest mana value among creatures and planeswalkers they control.
Okay.
Goodbye, Kefka.
I have no valid targets.
I know, and that's what stops Sephiroth from flipping again. But I do have 2 Sephiroth triggers, and let's aim them at. It's going to be Phil.
Yeah.
19.
My
I'll go
penance.
32, 3.
Well, neat. Maddie made me discard my mount. That's not true. That was a choice. Okay, so what happens? Oh my gosh. Oh, yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to equip. You know what? This is already kind of laid out like this, but I'm going to equip my bronze plate boar with my rabbit. I'm doing this just in case there's a board wipe. I guess I can do one more here. I'll do one more.
You can put him on the hero. Oh no, the hero.
hero.
The hero's
Hero
died.
died.
You
Super
killed it, Jan.
I did. That's the thing I did.
I'm going to equip these 2 onto my boar. So, your turn, Jan.
I'm going to pay 1 for a Priest of Forgotten Gods. It's fine. It doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Just relax. It's by itself.
No, it does nothing.
I'm going to tap 3. I'm going to play Yawgmoth, Thran Physician.
This is a cheese deck.
Yeah.
Yeah, you like that? What does the Yawgmoth do?
It's got protection from humans. Suck it. These things.
Oh, and Kefka.
And Kefka. I can pay a life and sacrifice another creature to put a -1/-1 counter on up to 1 target creature and draw a card. Then I can pay 2 to discard a card and proliferate.
All right.
So many ways to kill my things and draw cards. Let's go to combat. We're just gonna send 5 at Bill.
Yeah, you bet. I'm going to go to 20.
I have a Sephiroth trigger. I think we're gonna get rid of this Priest of the Forgotten Gods.
Nice.
They did their work. They were old. So Phil's gonna get 1 Winged Angeled.
I'm here to die.
Okay, and I'll draw a card off of this ability.
Yeah, you go.
So many stuff happens. Okay. I did play a land for turn because I missed a land drop, so that doesn't do anything. And I'm gonna pass.
Okay, untap. Draw a card. I'm going to play an island. And I'm going to cast Underworld Dreams.
No. Oh, draws a card.
Yeah.
Whenever an opponent draws a card, Underworld Dreams deals 1 damage to that player.
Here you go, man. If you end up attacking me, I'm not blocking. I'm ready to die.
And I have to tap for 3. I cannot play anything else in my hand, and I cannot recast my commander, unfortunately. So I will just end my turn.
Okay. Untap. Upkeep, draw. I'll take damage from Underworld Dreams.
Everything hurts.
Existence is pain.
Yeah.
I guess I'm going to do this. I'm going to play Bleach Bone Verge,
Yeah.
which gives me, thankfully, 6 mana and an additional white, which is pretty good. Because I'm going to, I suppose, cast this Rochelle, Fist of Torm. This is a 4 mana 2/4 with double strike, and auras I control have Exalted. Do not control any auras currently, but Rochelle is a creature that can wear shoes. So I'm going to equip the Swiftfoot Boots for haste and hexproof, but I am not going to attack. I'll
block.
I'm just going to pass.
There's Newlands.
Yeah, well, I got a boar. That's going to be coming at you.
I might still take a billion.
Draw a card, you go to 15.
All right. Oh my god, existence. I forgot.
Torturous.
Yeah. All right. I got a Mutavault. That's nice. All right. The boar with the rabbit battery and the shoes and the cloak. That's going to be our hero, eh? Step 1 is tap these mana artifacts. Tap 2. I'm going to play a Leyline Axe.
Oh, that's good.
I know. It's Embercleave. I have this Hammer of Nazan. Get on the board, buddy.
Big train.
Yeah. All right. Step 2 of the program that I'm on is equip this Loxodon Warhammer. This was the best card in Mirrodin Draft. Yeah. I'm old. All right. Go to combat. Jad.
How much is it? Yeah.
It's a lot. He's girthy. Yeah. So we got 3, 4,
Vigilance from that, I believe.
4, 5, 8. 8 double strike. Trample lifelink. I want my life back.
Wow.
Give it back. I'm literally taking it by force.
Yeah, it's got menace too.
Trample. No menace.
Oh, no menace.
Haunted Cloak gives
Vigilance, trample, haste. Lots of redundancy.
Sorry, I thought the boar had.
I think menace. I have 4. It's like 4 instances of trample menace.
yeah, I can't do anything with that.
Holy mackerel!
16.
Okay. Well, Phil's winning now.
And it's 16 Gilgamesh damage.
Nope.
No.
It's just a rabbit.
This is just
a boar.
It's a boar.
This is
if it's Gilgamesh, I'm just dead.
Holy smokes.
Dead.
Okay.
Who's that guy in Game of Thrones? Robert Baratheon.
All right.
It's your turn.
Can I make a comeback? Do I kill the rest of us so Phil may live? Untap.
I got a pig.
All right. I'm going to draw.
It's 16.
Yep. 16.
I'm expecting Sephiroth to just blow us out here, so.
I don't know. I can't deal 31 to Phil. He kills me with
Send
his
us
boar.
to the live stream, Jan.
I touched him.
Yeah.
I gave one of these.
Yeah. Okay. I want to play an Urborg. Yeah. Okay. So we're going to do a lot of things because I just got pig scared. So I'm going to start by paying a life to sacrifice my autocrat to draw a card. I get to put a 1/1 counter on a creature. I'm going to put a -1/- counter on Tiny Bones, on his giant hands, and I'm going to draw a card. So Sangre Autocrat dies. I have a 1-winged angel emblem and a Sephiroth. I'm going to point them at Madison. If I get rid of this, I'm positive life. Yeah. I'd like to do that again. This time, unfortunately, I have to lose my Marionette Apprentice.
Okay. And you're going to choose Tiny Bones?
Yeah, I'm going to choose Tiny Bones again. So I will have 2 instances of this twice. So 4 total. So we're going to do 2 at Madison, 2 at Phil. Tap 3, play a Pitiless Plunderer. And as much as I would love to make treasures off this, he is more fodder for the Thran Physician. This time I will put a -1 counter on your zombie.
Okay.
And I will get Madison for 2 more. I'll play 2 to play another Final Fantasy. Shadow, Mysterious Assassin, has Death Touch, Throw, etc., etc. Get in the physician.
All right.
Okay. So this time I'll pick the zombie again. Yes. So the zombie will die.
Yeah.
I'll get two sets. So I will go up to 20. I'll put Madison to 13 and Phil to 26.
26.
I will draw another card. And Sephiroth will actually flip because it's the 4th time.
Yes.
It's probably like the 5th time it's triggered, but he will flip. Shasha. And I will get a second emblem. With that, I am out of expendable life and expendable creatures. My Sephiroth cult is slowly crumbling around. I will pass the turn.
All right.
Untap. Draw a card. Play a swamp. I'm going to cast Ishtola. So at the beginning of my end step, exile target creature I control, then return it to the battlefield under its owner's control. If it's the first end step of the turn, there's an additional end step after.
Yeah. Oh, if the tiny ones were still around, that'd be fun.
Spell
Big hands is
Each
dead.
end step.
I know. It's set not, but it's taking so long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, I would like to go to my end step, and I would like to exile this and then return it to play.
Yeah.
Phil, you can discard a card.
I discard Chaos Warp. You get to draw a card.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, non-creature,
So
non-life.
you'll lose 2 life.
Yep.
Yes.
24. I will draw a card.
Yep.
And then I have an additional end step. I will pick this again.
Turn it down.
I'll pick Bill.
I will
You're gonna go to
discard.
15.
I'm going to discard this Anguished Unmaking.
Okay. It is a non-creature, non-land. I will draw a card. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Untap. Draw. I don't know.
It's time for the morally ambiguous guy to win a game.
I don't know. I'm going to tap 2. I'm going to slap this Darksteel mutation onto Yawgmoth.
No.
He's a bug now. Instead of turning into a building like he does in the lore, he turned into a bug.
Infinitely powerless.
I need that bug.
That's too bad, buddy. Then I'm going to pay 1 into this Talisman of Hierarchy to get a white, going to 14. And then a second white, I'm going to put Caduceus onto the lady with the boots.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm going to move to combat. I'm going to declare an attack at... Man, he's at 13. Jan's at 20 with a 5/5.
I have a 0/1
24.
indestructible.
Zero
you gave me.
Which is perfect. You can block and then I'll gain a bunch of life. Yeah, you know what? I'll attack Jan.
How much damage is it?
Hang on. So, auras I control have Exalted. That is an aura I control. So it gets +1 from this, +1 from my Cathedral of War. So it's +4 or +2 with double strike. So it'd be 4 double strike.
All the work I've been doing throwing people into the wood chippers. Block.
Sweet. I'll gain 8. Go to 22.
I'm just making me the less enticing target for Phil on his turn with his giant pig.
I'll pass.
Oink, oink, boys. This turn's gonna get wild. Oh, what do you think we got here? Maddie, I just want you to know I really appreciate that you didn't target me with
I
that.
want to see the boar.
Yeah, what did
I
you-
want to see what the boar's going to do.
What did you get?
I got a full throttle.
God.
So after this, there's going to be 2 more combat steps.
Just remember what I did for you.
I do. I remember it vividly.
You're gonna get to attack with this boar 3 times.
Do any of these cost 1? No? Okay. Yeah.
So, okay, hang on. You can for sure kill me. So you can kill me or Bill and Madison.
I keep killing you, Jan. I feel
And
bad.
here's what
I'm gonna
I will tell you this straight up. If you kill them, you're gonna gain infinity life, and there is no way I can kill you.
You just play edicts. I feel like I can't beat edicts. I feel like that's a reasonable play.
I mean, like, absolutely. So,
yeah,
like, kill me
yeah.
is fine. I have 0. Yeah, I can't. I don't think any of us can do anything. I think the best option is to leave Bill alive.
Attack 1, Mr. Jan. I got an 8 something double
Okay,
striker.
I'll go to 4.
Yeah.
Chat, I'm gonna attack you again.
Okay, Jan, big dead.
Roth goes to the live stream.
By a boar.
No. Sephiroth at no point blocked or died.
That's fair.
Whoever's controlling.
ceases to
yeah,
exist.
he ceases to
No,
exist.
my Darksteel mutation.
Maddie, you didn't. You let me go hog wild. So Bill, my next attack is at you for 16. Pass the turn.
Okay.
Swamps.
Okie dokie.
Did anyone think this is what would happen? This game.
Draw a card. Play a swamp. I'm going to cast Liliana's Caress first.
Oh.
So whenever an opponent discards a card, they lose 2 life. So you guys are actually going to be losing a lot of life.
Okay.
And then I will tap all of my mana to recast Kefka.
Nominated.
I only have one card.
I will discard
That's
that.
Yeah. Equipment, creature, land.
Land, so you get to draw 3.
Yeah. So there are many many
There's so much going on.
triggers. So when you guys discard cards, you're each going to lose 4 life.
Yeah, I go to 2.
I draw a card for each card type among types discarded this way, so that's 3. And then when you discarded a creature,
Zombie,
and then non-creature,
non-creature. So draw
a card.
Yeah.
Okay, so I will go to the end step first. So I'll exile target creature I control. That will be if I pick Kefka, Bill dies.
If you pick Fel
If I pick
Spectre,
Fel Spectre, I can just target Phil.
Phil has no cards in hand.
Yeah.
So
Okay. That's fine. I'll pick Kefka.
Okay. Well, I nominate this last card in my hand, which also
You have
kills
no
me.
cards,
This is
so
a Winds of Wrath,
I will
which I
choose
could never
Wonder.
cast.
So now my creatures have flying.
Yes, and I am dead. So.
You are dead.
Yeah.
If it matters, I discarded a
You have a
sorcery.
second trigger, please.
Yeah. I discarded a creature, so that
get to
doesn't
draw
matter for
2.
that.
No.
And then I will go to my second end step. Now all of the choices are bad.
You can cycle a card. Like if you do it to your Kefka again,
Kefka,
you can just
Yeah,
like if you want to
okay.
get rid of a card in your hand.
Sure. Pitch Sulphur Falls.
So you get to draw.
So I get to draw 1.
Yeah. Does that card say destroy all rabbits or
I
boars?
wish it did. I didn't succeed and it cost me nothing. For sure.
Gilgamesh built this in a cave.
2 lands. And pass.
All right,
Right.
Phil.
All right. You know what? I have to worry. Well, I guess I have some indestructible stuff, but I'm like, I got to worry about toughness here. I would like to cast the Reaver Cleaver.
Oh my god.
So Hammer of Nazad is going. Well, it gives him +1/+1, and every time I connect, I get that many treasure tokens.
Oh, good.
That's neat. I'd like to equip. This gives indestructible, right? Yeah. I'd like to equip Hammer of Nazan to my pig. Maddie, I'd like to go to combat.
Yep.
Okay.
It's got a vigilance.
It does have vigilance. 3, 4, 5, 8, 9, 11, double strikey quad trample. Lifelink.
So 22 total.
Yeah.
11 double strike.
Block.
So
My hands.
so
Bobby Bead right now.
I don't think you are dead right now. I think you have enough to survive.
5, 8, 10, 17. So, yeah, if
Yeah,
you
you
double
take
block,
5 total.
you
if you
take
double
5 total.
Yeah, but then you just attack me again, don't you?
No,
No.
extra
I went
combat.
hog wild last turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, so everything you dies and Phil makes 22 treasures.
Only 5. It's the amount of damage dealt
To a player.
Oh, to a player? Oh,
yeah.
okay. 5 treasures.
But
That's cool.
but then Maddie does live. You get another turn.
Yeah, Maddie does live.
I'm totally coming back from this game, you
I got
guys.
some treasure.
It happens.
And for my efforts, 5 treasures. Sorry, Kefka. Do your
right.
worst.
Kefka, please. Come on.
Actually, I
land.
get to keep the rabbit.
I think I can just scoop.
Okay.
All right.
That'll be a wrap then.
Yeah.
Let me just go back to like just one. It was crazy, but there was one flip off Gilgamesh that was nuts, right? Even though that it got edicted, it was the Shield of Kaldra, Hammer of Nazan,
and he locks it on Warhammer.
Yeah,
so
this is
Warhammer.
I actually forgot as soon as I flipped it. I was like, oh, this is like crazier than I thought. I was like, oh, I just get to equip the hammer, right? And then whatever. But yeah, this was a crazy flip, right? And then obviously with hammer in play, it just put a whole bunch of other stuff into play. And then it randomly got out of control. And, you know, thank God you didn't have literally a singular edict after because I couldn't beat that, right? So, and randomly Swift of Boots, blah, blah, blah. But so... Genji!
Yeah, I mean, ironically, what saved everybody's life was Bill stumbling on a land and not being able to cast a creature so that I could flip Sephiroth a second time. Because at that point, I was like, I don't have enough.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. This did a lot real fast.
Yeah. The only cool thing that was in the cards for me was if Squall didn't die to an edict, I would have been able to equip the Caduceus. I would have been at less than 30, so it wouldn't have been active, but him attacking gives him double strike.
Yeah.
So I would have hit first to put me above 30 and then hit a second time for 8 to gain a bunch of life.
Caduceus is nuts.
Yeah, this card's crazy.
It's insane.
Card's very strong. Yeah. But yeah, I died to an edict effect and not having creatures. So
Yeah.
You had your engine.
I had it. It was a little bit slow, but it was getting there. It just wasn't quite as fast as what was going on the other side of the table.
By the end,
so.
there was Let's draw you a million cards.
The Asholta with Kefka, being able to flicker Kefka twice each turn would have
Asholta is sweet.
been crazy.
Yeah, if there's
Yeah, it
like
would've been
enough,
really great.
If there's enough people in play, you're drawing like 10 plus cards a turn.
Yeah.
The best equipment for your Magic cards. You like that?
He's so
It's
good.
Game
He's
Genic.
natural.
Okay, I had a really bad one last time. You know? But it's Game Genic.
Especially Spike Feeder's Game Genics.
So,
Spikefeeders.com/shop.
You see this? It's actually a sick box. Okay, not only this doesn't come with the box, but we have, if you want to get like fully kitted out, we have these beautiful sleeves. These are nice sleeves, man. You can like run them, like you can get 2 packs, play them in your commander deck, or you can go take them at your local RCQ. You know, not limited.
They actually come in packs of 100, so you only need to buy one.
Yeah, we couldn't have done this without Game Genic, right? Game Genic, I know that we shill Game Genic a lot, right? That's what people say, but like in reality, we're just partners, and we partner with them because they make fantastic product. They're fantastic to work with, right? The show likely wouldn't have existed, especially in its early days, without the support of Game Genic. Luckily, this game ended like pretty quickly because burritos are upstairs. It's time for some guac.
The other people responsible for keeping us in business are patrons.
Yeah.
Fan supporters. Love them.
Scrolling around the screen right now.
For $1 you can come and talk to us in the Discord, tell us to do stuff. For more than that, we do release multiple games. I think it's like, somebody says 6.5 games a month. I don't know, fact check. But you get 1.5 extra games on average a year per month. That makes sense.
In a day.
In a day.
On our Patreon.
On our Patreon. So
It's
check
time
that
to
out
eat.
also.
Yeah,
So-
we need to eat.
We love the support that you guys bring us. Thank you so much for watching, and please stay tuned for the next 3 games in this tournament series. We're going to see who the best, who the final
Finalist
fantasy is.
fantasy is.
Okay, have a good day, guys.